In the summer of July 98, a group of close friends headed to Ocean Bay for a classic beach getaway. They were all about the sun, sand, and surf, you know. But little did they know, their trip would take a seriously unexpected turn. As they soaked up the rays and kicked back on the shore, they stumbled upon something that would shake them to the core. Join us as we unravel the mystery of that fateful summer where the carefree days of vacation turned into a chilling tale that's bound to send shivers down your spine. As the sun beat down on the sandy shores of Ocean Bay on that fateful summer day in '98, a group of friends was drawn to the beach by the promise of sun, surf, and endless fun. Little did they know that their carefree day would take a chilling turn. Amidst the laughter and playful banter, one of the friends, Jake, spotted something out of the corner of his eye. At first, he thought it was a piece of driftwood washed ashore by the gentle waves. But as he drew closer, a sense of unease washed over him. "What is it, Jake?" his friend Sarah called out, noticing the sudden change in his demeanor. Jake's heart raced as he pointed towards the object lying half buried in the sand. Sarah's eyes widened in disbelief as she realized what it was: a human body. The group gathered around in stunned silence, their voices hushed as they stared at the lifeless form before them. The body, battered and bruised by the relentless tide, lay motionless against the backdrop of the vast ocean. "What do we do?" whispered Emma, her voice trembling with fear. "We need to call the police," replied Alex, his voice barely above a whisper. "This is serious." With trembling hands, Jake reached for his phone and dialed 911, his heart pounding in his chest as he relayed the grim discovery to the operator. As they waited for help to arrive, a sense of foreboding hung heavy in the air, casting a shadow over the once bright day. Minutes felt like hours as they stood vigil over the body, each lost in their own thoughts and fears. The tranquility of the beach was shattered, replaced by an eerie silence broken only by the distant cry of seagulls. When the police finally arrived, the friends watched in numb silence as the officers carefully examined the scene, their expressions grim as they realized the gravity of the situation. Questions swirled through their minds, each more unsettling than the last. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the beach, the friends couldn't shake the feeling that their carefree summer had come to an abrupt and terrifying end. Little did they know, their lives would never be the same again. The discovery of the body washed ashore at Ocean Bay in '98 thrust the group of friends into a whirlwind of events they never could have imagined. Suddenly, their carefree summer days were replaced by the harsh realities of a murder investigation. As the police arrived on the scene, Detective Marcus Reynolds took charge, his steely gaze and determined demeanor sending a shiver down the spines of the friends. They watched in stunned silence as he and his team meticulously examined the area, gathering evidence and taking notes. With each passing moment, the gravity of the situation sank in deeper. What had started as a simple beach outing had turned into a full-blown homicide investigation. The friends exchanged nervous glances, grappling with the enormity of what they had stumbled upon. As Detective Reynolds questioned them one by one, the friends felt the weight of suspicion bearing down on them. Their minds raced as they tried to recall every detail of their day, fearing that even the smallest oversight could incriminate them. But amidst the fear and uncertainty, a sense of camaraderie emerged among the friends. They banded together, determined to support each other and uncover the truth behind the murder that had shattered their peaceful day at the beach. As the investigation progressed, the friends found themselves drawn deeper into the web of deceit and betrayal that surrounded the victim. They learned of hidden secrets and buried grudges, each revelation painting a clearer picture of the events that had led to the murder. But the closer they came to the truth, the more dangerous the investigation became. Threats were made, and alliances were tested as the friends navigated the treacherous waters of deception and mistrust. Through it all, Detective Reynolds remained steadfast in his pursuit of justice. His unwavering determination inspired the friends to persevere, even in the face of mounting obstacles and personal danger. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the friends found themselves consumed by the investigation. their lives forever changed by the events of that fateful summer day. But no matter how dark the shadows grew, they refused to give up hope that one day they would finally uncover the truth behind the seaside murder that had shaken their world to its core. And as the sun set on Ocean Bay once more, casting long shadows over the sandy shores, the friends vowed to never forget the lessons they had learned and the bonds that had been forged in the crucible of adversity. The events of that fateful summer day in '98 would forever be etched in the memories of the group of friends who had embarked on what was supposed to be a carefree beach outing. As they reflected on the moments leading up to the discovery of the body washed ashore, they couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The day had started like any other. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping, and the promise of adventure hung in the air. Excitement bubbled within the group as they made their way to Ocean Bay, eager to escape the pressures of daily life and bask in the freedom of summer. As they arrived at the beach, they were greeted by the familiar sights and sounds of the seaside, a symphony of crashing waves, laughter, and the salty tang of ocean air. They wasted no time in diving headfirst into the festivities, their cares and worries melting away with each passing moment. But as the day wore on, tensions began to simmer beneath the surface of their seemingly idyllic outing. Old grudges resurfaced, and long-buried secrets threatened to tear the group apart. The carefree atmosphere was replaced by a palpable sense of unease as the friends found themselves caught in a web of unresolved conflicts and simmering resentment. As they retraced their steps, memories of that day flooded back with startling clarity. They remembered the laughter and the joy, but also the underlying tension that had lingered just beneath the surface. It was as if they had been living in a bubble, shielded from the harsh realities of the world outside, until that bubble was burst by the discovery of the body on the beach. With each revelation, the friends came to realize that their seemingly innocent day at the beach had been anything but. The events of that day had been overshadowed by darkness and deception, and they couldn't help but wonder if they had missed the signs that something was amiss. But amidst the turmoil, there were moments of clarity and connection. They remembered the bonds of friendship that had sustained them through the darkest days, and the strength they had found in each other's company. And as they looked back on that fateful summer, they knew that no matter what the future held, they would always be bound together by the memories they had shared and the challenges they had overcome. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the beach, the friends felt a sense of closure wash over them. They had embarked on a journey into the heart of darkness and emerged on the other side, stronger and more resilient than ever before. And as they turned their backs on the beach that had been the scene of so much turmoil, they knew that they would carry the lessons they had learned with them always as a reminder of the fateful summer that had changed their lives forever. As the sun sets on Ocean Bay, the echoes of the seaside murder continue to reverberate through the community. The once tranquil beach now bears the weight of a dark secret, a secret that has left an indelible mark on the lives of all who were touched by it. In the aftermath of the murder, Ocean Bay was forever changed. The idyllic seaside town became the backdrop for a tragedy that would haunt its residents for years to come. The laughter and carefree days of summer were replaced by a sense of unease and suspicion, as the community grappled with the realization that a killer could be lurking in their midst. For the friends who had discovered the body on that fateful summer day, the echoes of the seaside murder were impossible to ignore. They were haunted by memories of the events that had unfolded, their lives forever intertwined with the victim and the investigation that followed. But amidst the darkness, there were glimmers of hope. The friends had banded together in the face of adversity, their bonds stronger than ever as they navigated the twists and turns of the murder investigation. They had faced their fears and confronted the demons of their past, emerging on the other side with a newfound sense of strength and resilience. As they looked out at the ocean, they knew that the echoes of the seaside murder would never truly fade away. But they also knew that they had survived the storm, and that they would carry the lessons they had learned with them for the rest of their lives. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over the beach, the friends stood together, united in their resolve to move forward. For while the echoes of the seaside murder would always linger in the air, they refused to let it define them. Instead, they chose to focus on the future, knowing that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together as they had faced everything else, head on and unafraid.